Good afternoon, distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Priscilla Rees. I am manager at Horin, and I will be your master of ceremony for today's event. I am delighted to welcome you to the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries, co-organized by Incheon Metropolitan City, In천테크노파크, and Horin. The conference aims to provide to government officials from developing countries, this year Kyrgyz Republic, Lao PDR, and Mongolia, a platform to present project proposals and develop them into concrete green businesses with the help of our global experts from international and South Korean organizations. It's my great honor to introduce President Oh Jong-an, President of Horin, who will be officiating the ceremony with his opening remarks. President Oh earned a PhD in Germany and has worked for the Government Policy Coordination Prime Minister's Secretariat of the Republic of Korea. Let's watch President Oh's opening speech.
Distinguished guests, it's my great honor and pleasure to welcome everyone to our 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries. First and foremost, I would like to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for the relevant ministries and officials who attended, especially from Kyrgyz Republic, Lao PDR, and Mongolia, as well as to the representatives from esteemed organizations such as the Climate Technology Center and Network, Korea International Cooperation Agency, Economic Development Cooperation Fund, Korea Development Bank, and the National Institute of Green Technology. I extend a special welcome to Duyshep Mirbek Iman Kadirovich, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Water Resources, Agriculture and Processing Industry of the Kyrgyz Republic, and Dr. Suil Kang, Head of UN Climate Technology Center and Network Fellow. I'm also truly grateful to the GCF Executive Director and other stakeholders from their continued interest and support for this international conference every year, despite their inability to attend this year due to COP29 being held in Azerbaijan. Today's gathering is particularly meaningful. This international conference, now in its fourth year, focuses on the development of green climate projects in developing countries. Through this conference, I'm confident that the urgent project presented by government officials from 3 countries will be practically implemented by capturing the voices and perspectives of various stakeholders. I truly believe that this conference will lead to meaningful results that address pressing issues facing each country and contribute to the sustainable development of each country. Now, I hereby declare the holding of the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries. Thank you.
Thank you, President Oh, for this astounding opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to now welcome Mayor Yoo Jong-bok, who is currently serving as the mayor of Incheon Metropolitan City. He has dedicated his last 10 years in implementing a low-carbon city by accelerating the transition to renewable energy. Let's watch Mayor Yoo's welcome speech.
안녕하십니까. 대한민국 인천광역시장 유정복입니다. 오늘 비록 영상이긴 하지만 컨퍼런스에 참여해 주신 여러분 모두 환영한다는 인사 말씀을 드립니다. 올해 4번째를 맞는 이번 컨퍼런스는 개발도상국 수요에 부합하는 녹색기후분야 사업 모델을 발굴해서 관련 기업들과 교류하는 것은 물론 기후변화 대응을 위한 국제협력 관계를 공고히 하고자 마련됐습니다. 특히 개발도상국은 기후변화에 따른 환경적, 경제적 부담이 큰 만큼 기후변화 대응 능력 강화와 함께 녹색 성장을 위한 협력이 매우 절실한 상황입니다. 인천시는 국가 목표보다 5년을 앞당긴 2045년 탄소 중립 비전 선언을 통해서 국제사회 일원으로서 그 역할을 성실히 이행하고 있습니다. 기후변화 대응 인프라 구축과 사업 기반 마련을 통한 혁신적인 글로벌 비즈니스 모델 구축에 최선을 다하고 있습니다. 오늘 이 자리에 참석하시는 여러분 모두 이번 컨퍼런스를 통해 유의미한 성과를 거두는 뜻깊은 시간이 되시기를 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
What a wonderful speech of Mayor Yu. We will now proceed with the congratulatory remarks. Due to technical issues, the Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Water Resources, Agriculture and Processing Industry of the Kyrgyz Republic will be giving his talk a few minutes later. So we'll now proceed with Dr. Kang from the head of the United Nations Climate Technology Center and Network, CTCN Paulo. Dr. Kang holds extensive experience in international R&D collaboration and capacity building to facilitate climate technology in developing countries. And he has most recently held the position of Director of the International Strategy Division of the National Institute of Grid Technology Center of South Korea. The floor is yours, Dr. Kang.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Mayor Jeongbok Yu of Incheon Metropolitan City, Minister Massiv Meder Asanovich of the Ministry of Natural Resources, Ecology and Technical Supervision of the Kyrgyz Republic, Deputy Minister Asel Kadirits Hanovna Laimkrova of the Kyrgyz Republic, Director General Munkuchul Karnuden of the Integrated Policy and Planning Department of Ministry of Environment and Climate Change of Mongolia, Deputy Director General Tebarak Ponekeo of the Environment Department of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Lao PDL, and distinguished presenters and advisors. It is my great honor as the officer in charge of the head of the CTCN Partnership and Liaison Office to deliver the congratulatory remark at the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries, especially the Kyrgyz Republic, Mongolia, and Lao PDR today, hosted by the Incheon Metropolitan City and Incheon Technopark, and implemented by the Holding Company with active participation of many international and UN organizations and national and public policy and funding organizations. The CTCN PALO has been operated since July 2022 by the financial support of Incheon Metropolitan City and Ministry of Science and ICT of Republic Korea, with the two main objectives of enhancing the linkage between the technology mechanism and the financial mechanism under the UNFCCC, and strengthening existing efforts on innovation and collaborative research, development, and demonstration through greater collaboration with various organizations working on climate change issues. I'm very pleased with the strong and continuous support from the IMC and Incheon Technopark to develop and upgrade the project concept papers for the green business models with the developing countries in urban waste recycling and waste energy, which are key components for the circular economy and climate change responses. I would like to express sincere congratulations on the successful operation of the multi-year conferences on building green business models and networking for developing countries through financial support from the IMC and In천테크노파크, and active participation of holding company and many participating institutions. I wish those PCPs can be implemented through faithful political, technological, and financial support through innovative funding institutions and make a huge impact to the corresponding communities and countries and produce radical, local, regional, and global sustainable change through replication and cooperation. Again, I wish the success of today's 2-hour virtual conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Khan, for your congratulatory remarks. We will now move on to the program overview of the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries. I would like to welcome our country's representatives from Kyrgyz Republic, Laos PDR, and Mongolia. Representing Kyrgyz Republic are delegates who present on the production of organic waste-based fertilizers for soil remediation and low productivity land reclamation. This concept paper will be presented for the first time today. Our representatives are Mukhtar Turdubyekovich Chilnyaliev, head of the Department of Processing Industry and Organic Agriculture of Ministry of Water Resources, Agriculture and Processing Industry. Due to time constraints, I will only mention the names of the rest of our representatives. Elvira Urma Biekovna Mapietova, Azamat Ferkisovich Mukashev, Damira Askarbiekova, Ulan Apajov, Cholpan Monoldorfna, Omur Kazieva, Joldosh Azanovich Kerim Kulov, Bekimzam Moldobayeva. Representing Laos PDR, our delegates represent on municipal waste to recycling and waste to energy plant construction project in Savannakhet province. The concept paper was presented in the past and upgraded to today's version. Our representatives are Tevarag Fonekeo, Deputy Director General of the Environment Department of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment. Then we have Palina Kotfuntone, TJ McVille, and Nudeng Vongdala. Representing Mongolia, our delegates represent on waste recycling and waste to energy plant construction project in Urabanta. This concept paper was presented and upgraded to today's version. Our representatives are Zorik Amarsana, Senior Specialist of the Climate Change Department, Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, Sud Urluk, Manlai Bayar Magnai, Borolma Darkjiva, Enchengek Payasarkan, Edir Niebat Mungjargal, Tuyarak Borov, Bulgatamir Kanbold, and Sukrachna Migzuren. I would like now to turn back to our representative from Kyrgyz Republic. So Mr. Duichev Mirbek Imankadovich, Minister of the Ministry of Water Resources, Agriculture and Processing Industry of the Kyrgyz Republic, was not feeling well today. However, so he won't be able to join us. However, instead, Mr. Uran Cherevbayev, Deputy Director, will forward his congratulatory remarks. The floor is yours, Deputy Director.
Good morning. Did you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so let me start. So, distinguished guests, good afternoon. I am Chikerbay Kuran, the Deputy Director of Processing Industry and Organic Agriculture of Ministry of Agriculture of the Kyrgyz Republic. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the Incheon Metropolitan City, Incheon Technopark, and Horin for hosting the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries. This conference gives us opportunity for further to solidify our common commitment to environmental protection and sustainable development. So right now, climate change is one of the greatest challenges of our time, not only in other countries, but in Kyrgyz Republic also, because we also face this problem, the temperature increasing and the water resources in the rivers and even lakes is decreasing. So most of agricultural farmers, they're facing that issue, especially in summertime. When we consider this in a seminar, it's a good opportunity for Kyrgyz Republic to discuss this issue in this conference. Kyrgyzstan, as I said to you, now drastically has been experiencing these impacts and droughts, increasing temperature, all is giving heavy burden on countries' agriculture-based economy. Now, Kyrgyz Republic has, economic losses from climate change at approximately 1%, but it should be increasing because we see such kind of trends. And that's why we know that adaptation and mitigating measures to climate change is very important. And the government, our government and our ministry is working on that. So we are ready to cooperate with all the counterparts, and thanks for giving us opportunity to participating in that conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Minister, for those congratulatory remarks, and we wish a fast recovery to its minister. Now, we will proceed with the greetings from our representatives, starting with Lao PDR. I would like to welcome Mr. Tevarak Fonekio, Deputy Director General of the Environment Department of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Lao PDR. Please, Mr. Fonekio, could you give us a few words about your participation at this conference?
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
We can
Hello?
hear, we cannot see you, unfortunately.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, because some technical from my country. Anyway, good afternoon from local time from Lao PDR. Excellent distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Lao delegation, I would like to thank Incheon Metropolitan City, Inchontekhnopark, and Orin Company Limited for organizing this conference. We are here to discuss green business solutions at the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries. The government of Laos value environmental sustainability, waste management, climate change efforts, and green business models are part of our national socio-economic development plan. We aim to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emission by 2050, focusing on the 3R and promoting a circular economy. Increasing waste generation is a threat to our environment, health, and economy. The Lao government is improving waste management, reducing plastic waste, and working on sustainable urban practice. We are collaborating with international organizations to use green technologies and build necessary skills. In pre-meeting, our team worked with Orin Company Limited and experts to present a briefing and draft a project paper. We appreciate the opportunity to be part of this conference and look forward to successful project preparation with your support. On behalf of the Lao delegation, I would like to thank Incheon Metropolitan City, Inchontekhnopark, and Orange Company Limited for organizing this event. We are here to discuss green business solution at the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Model and Networking for Developing Countries. Last but not least, unfortunately, I would be able to stay for discussion with you all for today, as I have another commitment. We have a delegate from the National Assembly from Korea visit our Vice Minister today, and I must participate with them soon. I hope today's discussion will be successful and that my colleague, Mr. Nudang, and our team will be able to engage with you. The result of the meeting today will be reported to our minister for comments and further cooperation. Thank you again for inviting and supporting the Lao team in advising waste management project preparation. We are ready to work with all experts and stakeholders. Finally, I wish you all good health, safety, and success as we continue working toward a sustainable future. I look forward to meeting with you in person in the near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Director General. I would like to now invite Mukzul Karnundiel, Director General of the Integrated Policy and Planning Department of Ministry of Department and Climate Change of Mongolia, to share a few thoughts about participating in our conference. Please mind, Director General, that we are on a schedule, so try to make it short and concise. Thank you very much. The floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Incheon Metropolitan City, Incheon Technopark, and Horin for co-hosting the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries. This conference has been providing a valuable opportunity to reaffirm our shared commitment to environmental protection and sustainable development in the past few years. As we all aware, climate change is among the greatest challenges of our time, with increasingly severe impacts on our daily lives and the human history. Globally, we have demonstrated and solidarity to tackle this issue. However, it is essential to recognize that the adverse effects of climate change disproportionately affect developing countries which face the dual challenge of economic growth and climate. Mongolia is one of the nations severely impacted by climate change. We continue to struggle with desertification, extreme cold, and heavy snowfall. And more recently, we have faced the uncommon challenge of flooding. In response, Mongolia's environmental policy emphasizes climate adaptation, desertification prevention, and biodiversity conservation, along with energy efficiency and environmental education. Through international cooperation, we aim to have advanced sustainable development and tackle climate challenges together. I am particularly enthusiastic about this international conference as it plus Mongolia's green business projects. Our collaborative work in developing green business initiatives will play a crucial role in the fight against the climate crisis. We are happy to present a presentation related to from waste to valued products. I wish this conference great success and I encourage to engage in meaningful discussions and exchanges that will generate valuable insights. Once again, congratulations to all involved. Together, we can harness our collective strength to build a sustainable future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those wonderful remarks and words from the side of from the Mongolian side. Now, I would like to turn to our panel of experts who are here today with us, starting with Mr. Ho-young Cho from CTCN. Could you please introduce yourself briefly?
Hi, everyone. It's nice to meet you. My name is Ho-young. I'm working as the Climate Technology Specialist at the UN Climate Technology Center and Network.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jo. I would like to now turn to Mr. Do-yeon Park from KOICA. Can you give us a few words, sir?
Hello. Do you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm participating with my mobile phone, so it might be not looking very well. My name is Do-yeon Park. I'm a senior climate ODA specialist from KOICA, which is the National Grant ODA agency of the Republic of Korea. I'm working for climate change and development for many years, including my previous work include developing institutional or sectoral strategy for climate ODA with a focus on climate mitigation and carbon neutrality. So I'm happy to meet you, and I'm expecting to discuss very specific green business models from each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Park. What a great honor to welcome you all today. Last but not least, I would like to invite Mr. Jae-ryong Sung from NIGT. Could you introduce yourself? Oh.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Jae-ryong Sung. I'm in charge of global collaboration in NIGT, National Institute of Green Technology. It's a great honor to participate in this brilliant forum and something in a meeting. So I will give you all for my something specialty for technology commercialization and something policy. Thank you so much.
Now I would like to ask Ms. Ju Yan, representing KDB, if she could introduce herself.
Very nice to meet you all. This is Ju Hee from the Korea Development Bank, KDB, Climate Business Team. KDB has been working as GCF accredited entity since 2016. So my team is in charge of that work. So given the mission of this great event, I'm here to speak from an angle of GCF accredited entity rather than KDB itself. I'm very looking forward to program discussion later. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. An. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to now move on to a photo session. Please, everyone, turn on the camera for a group photo and show us your most beautiful smile. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, everyone, for your participation. We will now move on to the session 2 of our international conference. It is my great pleasure to welcome Mr. Ho-young Cho, who introduced himself just shortly before, from the United Nations Climate Change Technology Center and Network, Paulo, to introduce us about the work that CTCN is doing. The floor is yours, Mr. Cho.
Thank you. I'm going to share my screen with you shortly. First of all, I want to talk about the governance of our organization. To start with, the CTCN was established under the UNFCCC. It serves as the implementation arm of the UNFCCC technology mechanism. The goal of the CTCN is to promote the development, transfer, and dissemination of climate technologies. With over 850 network members and over 160 country focal points, we work globally to help countries access the climate technologies they need. The issue of technology transfer has been a cornerstone of the UNFCCC since the convention was established, with each subsequent COP taking decisions to promote the development and transfer of climate technologies. As a major step forward, parties agreed on the UNFCCC technology mechanism at the 16th session of the COP in Cancun in December 2010. The technology mechanism consists of a technology executive committee and a climate technology center and network. The CTCN is accountable to the COP through its advisory board. The CTCN is mandated by the UNFCCC to support developing countries through 3 core functions. First of all, it is managing requests for technical assistance from developing countries and delivering responses. Secondly, it is to foster collaboration and access to information and knowledge to accelerate technology transfer. Lastly, it is to strengthen networks, partnerships, and capacity building for climate technology transfer. The CTCN's activities are guided by a 5-year work plan, which is part of the UNFCCC Technology Mechanisms Joint Work Program for 2023 to 2027. This plan organizes CTCN's efforts around 5 key system transformation areas, supported by 2 enabling factors. These transformation areas and enablers ensure that CTCN our work is aligned with global climate goals, fostering effective and scalable climate technology solutions across sectors. This slide illustrates the support flow associated with CTCN technical assistance. Our approach is fundamentally demand-driven, allowing developing countries to submit requests for technical assistance tailored to their specific requirements. These requests are aligned with the nationally determined contributions, which serve as national climate action plans. Subsequently, CTCN conducts an international bidding process to select an implementing partner from among its network members. From now on, I will explain the technical assistance support of the CTCN. Currently, advanced climate technologies are not widely accessible and often encounter obstacles that hinder their transfer and implementation. The effective dissemination of these technologies hinges on the capacity of developing countries to adapt existing commercial solutions to meet their specific needs, in addition to requiring further investment in research and development to facilitate the commercialization of the non-commercial technologies. In developing countries, the deployment of climate-friendly technologies is impeded by frequently limited technological, financial, and institutional capacities. More often than not, barriers to market development, restricted access to information, and the absence of comprehensive government policies and regulations hinder the adoption of climate-friendly technologies. Consequently, it is imperative for all stakeholders to engage actively in this process to ensure that the transfer and implementation of low emission and climate resilient technologies are effective. CTCN has been established to address these challenges. This slide outlines the technical assistance. CTCN supports countries through various stages of the climate technology cycle, including need identification, policy assessment, and pilot implementation. This process is entirely demand-driven, requiring national designated entities to submit a TA request template to initiate assistance. Upon approval, CTCN selects an implementing partner from its network and manages the project throughout its duration. After completing the project, CTCN evaluates the quality of the TA and the implementer's performance for internal purposes. It is important to note that CTCN does not provide direct funding to countries. Instead, it connects them with implementing partners who are specialists in specific climate technology sectors. While we do not offer direct financial support, we facilitate the provision of technical assistance. Generally, projects take around 1 year to complete, with budgets reaching up to $250,000. The CTCN provides support for adaptation and mitigation technologies at all stages of the technology cycle. This includes identifying climate technology needs, assessing policies, selecting and piloting technological solutions, and providing assistance that supports technology customization and widespread deployment. This slide presents the current portfolio of TA provided by CTCN. CTCN is currently implementing 44 technical assistance projects across 36 different countries. Notably, over half of these projects are concentrated in the African region, while the second largest proportion is situated in Asia and the Pacific. In alignment with the system transformation areas, the majority of the technical assistance focuses on the water, energy, food nexus, followed by initiatives related to buildings and infrastructure and energy systems. In this slide, the distribution of TAs by transformative system sector is analyzed by region. In the Asia and Pacific region, the building and infrastructure sector constitutes the largest proportion, accounting for 46%, followed by the energy system sector at 23%. In terms of project status within Asia and the Pacific, half of the projects are currently in the implementation phase. Furthermore, 15% of the projects are at the design or bidding stage and are scheduled to commence implementation in the coming years. This slide shows some figures about the Asia portfolio. During the last 10 years of CTCN's operation, we have received over 100 requests. Among them, 50 requests are now completed. Over 10 requests are currently under implementation. In Asia, building and infrastructure has the largest proportion at 37%, followed by energy systems at 30%. In the Pacific, we have received over 20 requests during the last 10 years. Among them, 10 TAs are completed and five ones are currently under implementation. In light of the 5 system transformation areas, the largest proportion is the energy systems at 50%, followed by sustainable mobility and building and infrastructure. In the following discourse, I will outline the CTCN's efforts to engage with financing entities in order to enhance our TA support through additional funding. CTCN is currently administering 2 flagship programs financed by European Commission. Each of these programs has been initiated and will span a duration of 3 years moving forward. The CTCN is actively engaged in supporting 2 ongoing adaptation fund programs with a focus on climate adaptation in small island developing states and least developed countries. The primary objective of the Adaptation Fund Climate Innovation Accelerator, also known as APSIA, is to offer assistance to developing nations in testing, evaluating, implementing, and scaling innovative, transformative, and locally led climate adaptation technologies throughout the technology life cycle. This initiative involves the provision of technical assistance services and the facilitation of knowledge sharing and the exchange of best practices among countries. In the first phase of APSIA, 25 microgrant projects, it's valued at up to $250,000, were executed over a span of 5 years. Currently, the second phase of APSIA is underway, which include the implementation of 60 projects that commenced this year. The CTCN has continued to support countries in accessing GCF readiness funds. CTCN has completed 25 GCF readiness projects to date. Several are focused on technology needs assessments, the objective of which is to identify the most promising and appropriate technologies in the different sectors selected. The CTCN continues to encourage collaboration and coordination between the NDA, National Designated Authorities of the GCF, and the NDE for technology development. GCF readiness proposals are prepared in collaboration with NDEs and NDAs. Whenever CTCN holds regional forums, NDEs and NDAs are invited to present in collaboration with the technology and finance mechanisms. CTCN has also supported countries to develop concept notes to access GCF project preparation funds. So you can see a few examples in this slide. Lastly, CTCN has also engaged with the Global Environment Facility. The NDs of Ghana, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Lebanon, and Nigeria participated in JEP national dialogues within their respective countries. From now on, I want to talk about some trends in technology requests among our NDEs. I will not enumerate everything listed here, but I want to highlight some key project ideas. So this slide is about the energy system. For instance, in Africa, Asia, and the LAC region, we are receiving requests related to grid stability and decarbonization, including SF6-free technologies. We have also received requests related to smart grids and net metering policies, and also renewable energy deployment. Green hydrogen is one of the hottest trends in Asia and the Pacific as well. During the recent 2 years, we have successfully implemented the TA for Thailand to establish their national roadmap for introducing green hydrogen. At the moment, we are currently preparing other 2 TAs for each Maldives and Cambodia to introduce green hydrogen to their national strategies. Also, specifically in the Pacific, we have received requests about ocean harnessing energy technologies. Currently, we are implementing the TA for Papua New Guinea to conduct a pre-feasibility study on the ocean harnessing energies, which are salinity gradient power and electrochemical ocean thermal energy conversion. This slide is related to water, energy, food nexus. We have seen some innovative requests in the water, energy, food nexus, such as solar-powered irrigation systems and the use of digital technologies for drought monitoring. Countries like Ghana, Mozambique, and Indonesia have completed significant projects, such as promoting solar irrigation technology and climate-smart agriculture. In terms of sustainable mobility, we have received a lot of requests related to e-mobility, applying for public transportation. For instance, in Bangladesh, last year, we successfully completed the TA to develop their Bangladesh's framework for real-time transport information systems for public transport in Greater Dhaka area. As the result of this TA, we have developed the project concept paper for introducing the bus information system for Dhaka. And now the country aims to submit the project concept paper to KOICA for scale-up funding. Regarding buildings and infrastructure, we have received TA requests related to the built environment, such as buildings, cities, resilient infrastructure, nature-based solutions in built environment. We witnessed that more and more countries are now asking support on green buildings, especially Africa and Asia. We have also received requests regarding water management and early warning system. In terms of business and industry, one of the biggest trends in this sector would be the decarbonization of hard-to-abate sectors, including cement and steel. We are now preparing like a multi-country TA idea specifically for this cement sector. Additionally, we have received requests regarding strengthening low carbon and climate resilient businesses led by women and young entrepreneurs in the LAC region. This slide shows the list of project ideas related to one of the two enablers, national systems of innovation. Development of national systems of innovation with sectoral focus on energy, agriculture, and mobility. Another trend is that the establishment of small and medium-sized entrepreneurs innovation support, including incubators in the Africa region. Lastly, in terms of digitalization, we have received TA requests regarding digital solutions for different sectors, including AI, blockchain, and remote sensing. Aside from those TA ideas, technology needs assessment is one of the major requests from the countries for the CTCN. During the last 1 year, CTCN has completed 3 TNAs, including Chile, Georgia, and Kyrgyzstan. So in 2024, 2 technical assistance projects completed directly informed by earlier TNAs. And CTCN has received interest for conducting TNAs from 14 countries, including the LAC, Africa, and Asia Pacific regions. For the remaining time, I want to talk about the collaborative RD&D service area of the CTCN. This year, we have successfully organized the steering group for the collaborative RD&D. So there was a consensus between the CTCN Secretariat and the MSIT Ministry of Science and ICT of Korea to strengthen the collaborative RD&D activities in 2024. So we decided to invite Korea Government Affiliated Research Institute and their climate technologists in international RD&D cooperation with NDs from developing countries. So the main purpose of this activity is to identify the needs on CRD&D from KGRIs through internal survey and communication with researchers, and to develop the CTCN-TA idea based on the submitted CTCN-TA request proposals and the needs from KGRIs towards the small-scale demonstration and scale-up of the projects. So throughout this year, we have successfully established this steering group, including major KGRIs such as Korea Institute of Science and Technology, Korea Institute of Energy Research, Korea Institute of Industrial Technology, and NIGT. In addition to the steering group, this year we have organized the technology learning visits. So we have invited 5 researchers and 4 government officers nominated by NDs from Cambodia, Mongolia, Thailand, and Vietnam to South Korea. The main objective of this activity was to gain knowledge on green hydrogen production and facilities and build capacity in research and certification. Additionally, we have organized the collaborative RD&D bridge building workshop. From the 28th October to the 1st of November, we have organized this 5-day workshop with dozens of representatives from NDs from Asia and the Pacific and Africa. So among them, the participating countries were like Bangladesh, Cambodia, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Laos, and others. And the primary objective of this workshop was to promote collaboration for future RD&D activities while facilitating networking opportunities with stakeholders in the private sector. Last but not least, this year, CTCN initiated 3 technical assistance projects with potential for future small-scale demonstration and feasibility for RD&D. One of them is the Papua New Guinea one. So it is to conduct a pre-feasibility study on ocean energy. This one, we started implementation of this TA in the end of August by partnering with Korea Institute of Energy Research. The next one is Côte d'Ivoire TA. It is to evaluate biochar facilities in Côte d'Ivoire and provide recommendation for them to improve their existing biochar quality, including upgrading and operating their equipment. This one is currently under development, and we aim to partner Korea Institute of Energy Research to implement it. Lastly, we have prepared this Bangladesh TA to conduct a feasibility research of solar electric-based cold warehouse equipped with low-temperature latent heat material for storage in Bangladesh climate conditions. So we have almost developed the response plan for this project, and we aim to partner with Korea Institute of Industrial Technology. So this is the last slide for my today's presentation. This year, CTCN marks its 10th anniversary. Over the past decade, CTCN has processed more than 500 TA requests for technical assistance, supporting climate technology development and knowledge transfer across over 100 countries. So our efforts have directly impacted the lives of over 200 million people across the world. In 2024, this year, the program of work of the CTCN for 2023 to 2027 entered its second year of implementation. So I hope all of you stay tuned. And you can find the publication of this progress report by scanning the QR code on this screen. This is the last slide for my presentation. And please feel free to let me know should you have any question. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joe, for introducing us to the work of CTCN and fostering green growth around the world. If you don't mind, could you take 2 questions from our participants? So now, ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed with the closing ceremony. Let's welcome Dr. Kang, Director of CTCN Paulo, to deliver the farewell speech. The floor is yours, Dr. Kang.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I forgot to mention that today I saw several very many friends, and then also for example, Jorik and Suki from Mongolia, they also came to Korea with the CTCN capacity building and learning visa program, and also the Korean side. Yeah, actually, it is great to see all the 5 excellent experts in the funding agencies. And then also I had many chances to meet them, and then I really believe that they are really very excellent expert in this field. Okay, so I think that actually some good outputs from this conference is that already Korean funding agencies, based on their experiences, some organizations expressed interest, and then also gave some comment how to what kind of documents or information are needed to move forward. And also they provided several good guidance how to move forward, which ministry should be you contact for the developing further project with the participating Korean funding organizations. I think that was good. And then also I think that from the 3 countryside, based on the recommendations and comment from 5 excellent expertise, you need to really make more precise planning, and then also based on that also you need to really prepare specific necessary document for that. And then, but actually the most important thing is that really identifying meeting really best fit funding agencies or institutions, and then you need to work with this PCP continuously to reach final good proposal, and then also for the implementation of that project. So I think that today's 5 experts from funding institutions, really, I think that they can really support the moving forward with the current PCPs. And yeah, I really hope that such in detail and precise planning and then preparation of document with really best fit funding institution will really make wonderful implementation and then result through those collaboration and then communication. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kang, for your farewell speech. Let's now watch the closing remarks of President Oh Jong-an, President of Horin.
It's my great pleasure to share the joy of successfully concluding the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Incheon Metropolitan City and Incheon Technopark for making this international conference run smoothly. Above all, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the governments of participating countries, officials from international organizations, and Korean experts who generously shared their expertise and passion during this conference. Honorable guests, this international conference has been a truly meaningful journey. It has strengthened our shared commitment to tackling climate change, and moreover, the presented projects today will be practically promoted that developed and upgraded through the international conference. We will work together with all participating countries to ensure that the strong momentum is sustained and established today. Now is the time to take action and deliver results. I'm confident that significant progress on the projects presented today will continue into 2025 and look forward to meeting next year. Thank you all once again for your hard work and dedication.
Thank you, President Oh, for your closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 International Conference on Building Green Business Models and Networking for Developing Countries comes to an end. I would like to thank everyone, our distinguished guests, participants, and panel of experts for being here today and for their contribution for fostering green business models in hope to address the pressing challenges caused by global warming. I would like to also apologize for the technical issues that happened at the very beginning of our conference. Once again, on behalf of Incheon Metropolitan City, Incheon Technopark, and Horin, the organizers of this event, thank you for your attendance today. We will see you next year, and we'll be in touch in December to send you the emails regarding the post meetings. Thank you.